Welcome to Talladega Superspeedway for Race 2 in the round of 8 for October 17th through 19th of 2025. This week is the Cup Series Yellowwood 500, Xfinity Series United Rentals 250, and the Truck Series Love's RV Stop 250. After this week, there will be 2 more races left in the season. Last Saturday in the Focus Health 250 at Las Vegas, part-time driver Eric Almirola led 107 laps for the win. Rookie sensation Connor Zilisch would get his 18th straight top 5 finish with his second-place finish. Justin Allgaier was third. Connor Zilisch at plus 82, Justin Allgaier at plus 44, Jesse Love, 6th at Las Vegas, is also at plus 20, and Sam Mayer finished 9th at Vegas and is plus 8 going into Talladega this weekend. Zilisch is a lock to make it into the Championship 4 with the plus 82 above the cut line, as well as Allgaier at plus 44 in my opinion. Not sure what it would take to keep them out of the Championship 4 at this point. Any scenario that would keep them from advancing at this point are welcome in the comments. Sunday in the Cup Series South Point 400 at Las Vegas, on lap 72, Ryan Blaney would wreck, ending his day. On lap 236, while in second place, William Byron would get into Ty Dillon, causing this horrible crash as Dillon was going into pit lane. In the end, Denny Hamlin would lead 9 laps for his 60th career victory and a sweep for Joe Gibbs Racing on the weekend. Although Kyle Larson led the most laps at 129, he would end up second, and Christopher Bell third. Chase Briscoe in fourth. Top 4 in the playoffs are Hamlin, who is in the Championship 4 with the win, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and Chase Briscoe. Friday has the truck qualifying at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on FS2. The truck race Love's RV Stop 225 is at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. Saturday starts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Xfinity qualifying on the CW app. Cup qualifying is at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on True TV. The Xfinity race United Rentals 250 is at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW. Final event of the weekend is the Cup Series Yellowwood 500 at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. That is all for the weekend. The weather for the weekend has highs in the mid-80s for Friday and Saturday with only a 40% chance of rain on Saturday night. Sunday has highs in the mid-70s and a 50% chance of rain. Overall, the weather looks great for racing. Last year in the Truck Series Love's RV Stop 225, Grant Enfinger led a race-high 34 laps for the win. Taylor Gray second, and Xfinity driver Daniel Dye third. In the 2025 Truck Series Love's RV Stop 225, my winner is Raja Caruth. Caruth has 2 wins in his career, both at intermediate tracks. Most recently at Nashville this season. As far as average finishes go on this track, Caruth has the highest average of any active driver at 8.0, with 1 top 5 in last year's race, finishing 4th. Although he has no superspeedway wins, I think he can be in the mix for the win and the automatic spot in the Championship 4. Corey Heim is my first wild card. With 10 wins on the season and only 89 laps away from tying Mike Skinner's record of 1,533 laps led from 1996, it only makes sense to have Heim as a wild card. Although he has not won a truck race at Talladega, he did win the ARCA race here in 2021. It would be crazy to not have Heim as one of the picks this weekend with how dominant he has been this season. Final wild card is Grant Enfinger. Grant Enfinger is currently 7th in the playoff standings at -4. Even though he has not won this season, I think he has a great chance of repeating as the winner from last year. Staying out of trouble is going to be a key factor this weekend for all the playoff drivers not named Heim. In the 2024 Xfinity Series United Rentals 250, Sammy Smith led 5 laps to get the win and advanced to the round of 8. Ryan Sieg second, and Riley Herbst third. In the 2025 United Rentals 250, Austin Hill is my pick to win this weekend. Hill is the spring Talladega winner and has won a total of 6 times on superspeedway tracks in the Xfinity Series. This includes 3 at the season-opening Daytona race, 2 at the spring Atlanta race, and the 2025 spring Talladega race. I think if Hill can qualify well and stay out of trouble in this race this weekend, he can get the season sweep at Talladega. Jesse Love is the first wild card. With his first career Xfinity win at the 2024 Spring Talladega race, he also had the pole for the 2025 spring race. In this race last year, Love finished 6th. Love is very fast on super speedway tracks with 3 poles at Atlanta, 2 at Talladega, and 1 at Daytona in his short Xfinity career. With those stats, Love could also be the pole winner for Saturday's race. Connor Zilisch wrecked out of the Talladega spring race where he was in the lead. He didn't race the next week at Texas, where Kyle Larson took the victory in his place. Since then at Charlotte in May, Zilisch has 18 consecutive races with a top 5 finish. Just let that sink in for a minute. 18 straight top 5 finishes to go along with 9 wins in that span. The current overall record for consecutive top 5s is 18 by Richard Petty in 1967, which included 10 straight wins in that span. Zilisch can get the overall record with a top 5 finish this weekend. I know it is an unpredictable super speedway race this weekend, but with those stats, you should not sleep on Zilisch to be in the mix for the win this weekend. In the 2024 Yellowwood 500, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. pulled out the lucky rabbit's foot once again and added this victory to his 2017 Talladega win. Brad Keselowski second and William Byron third. In the 2025 Yellowwood 500, Brad Keselowski is my winner. Last year's second-place driver in the 2024 Yellowwood 500, with a total of 6 wins at this track and a plethora of crazy events that have taken place at this track involving him. This track is one of Keselowski's best. The first wild card is William Byron. Byron has 3 superspeedway wins in the Cup Series. Although those wins are 2 Daytona 500s and a Coke Zero win in 2020, which was his first career Cup Series win, with back-to-back Daytona 500 wins, I think it could be his time to win at Talladega. Final Cup wild card is last year's winner, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse has a total of 4 superspeedway wins, and coincidentally, they are his only wins in the Cup Series. 2017 Geico 500 at Talladega, the 2017 Coke Zero 400, the 2023 Daytona 500, and the 2024 Yellowwood 500. When it comes to superspeedway tracks, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is always a threat to win. Don't count him out on Sunday. As I always say, superspeedway tracks are very unpredictable. I would be shocked to see all of my winner and wildcard predictions make it through the races without wrecking. Let me know who you think will win this weekend in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.